Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I thought it'd be fun if I took y'all along as I designed my newest crochet pattern. So I've been wanting to design this pattern ever since I saw it. It is another jellycat, but this one is really special. This is going to be the Bartholomew Bear in the bunny bathrobe. So I will put a picture here. He's so cute. I cannot wait to recreate him with crochet, and I think it'll be a really good crochet pattern. So first off, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a test draft with some brown yarn that I have a lot more of. So this light brown yarn, I will link it below. It is from Amazon. It's basically a burn-up blanket. It's just in a different style of cake. And then I will be using the cream yarn from Mainstay's Cozy Chenille collection. And I'll be using this color for the bathrobe on all of the bears, but on the first bear, I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use this brown right here, and then once I get the pattern down, I'm going to make another bear in probably Premier Basic Chenille Brights in the color Red Caramel. I have one skein of this, and then I have a partial skein of this toffee color in Cozy Chenille yarn. I want to save this though, so I think the final version will be in the caramel color. So this will be great, and then in the future I want to make a fluffy version. Probably won't be able to in this video, but I'd love to in the future make a fluffy bear as well. So I'm going to get started with the bear, of course. I will be referencing the picture and trying to make it close to this size as I can. I want it to be a little bit larger than my other patterns, about the same size as the pumpkin bear pattern that I created, which was another Jellycat inspired pattern. So I'm very excited. I'm going to get onto it. The thing, I'm not too worried about designing the bear. What I'm really worried about designing is the bathrobe, but I think I can do it. So I'm just going to start with the bear, see how far I get, and then I will work on this. I do have to leave in about an hour and 15 minutes, so I probably will only be able to get at least part of the bear done. So I'm just going to get started, see how far we get, and then I will come back on with updates as I go along. Very excited, so let's get into it. I have my workspace all set up. I have a drink, I have water, my phone for reference, yarn, stuffing, and a show. So I am completely set, very excited. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Quick update, I have the limbs done, so I decided to make the limbs first because I want to make this low-sew. So I made the legs and the arms, and hopefully they look okay. This is going to be the first draft, so if it doesn't turn out perfectly, I can always make another one. And the only thing I'm planning on having to sew on is the nose or muzzle and the ears. So this should be good. I'm going to try to put a tail in as a bobble stitch, so we'll see if that works. Alright, so I have the bear done, and it is the next day. I did finish this last night, but I didn't come on yet. I still need to embroider the muzzle, but I think I got it first try. I'm actually really happy with it. Love how it turned out. It is not as no-sew as I wanted it to be. You have to sew the arms, the muzzle, the head to the body, and the ears to the head. The arms are crocheted in as well as the tail. But I think it's worth it because he is adorable. So now I'm going to work on the bathrobe. Hopefully I can get this done soon because I have a lot of stuff I need to be doing this week. So I'm going to try to get him completely done today, and then tomorrow make another one, testing the pattern and writing it out on Canva, and then post a tester call for him. So hopefully he will be out in March. It is currently March 15th right now. I'd love for him to be out within a week and a half of today. So, see if I can do this. I'm just going to focus on this and see how it goes. I am interested to see how the construction of it goes though. So, I will check in later. Alright guys, this is what I came up with yesterday, and I am definitely taking it apart and starting again. I don't like how the hood turned out. It's really bulky and weird at the top. And yeah, I don't really like it very much. And when you take the tie off the back, it's really bulky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the whole thing apart and start again. So unfortunately, I have to take all this out. But that's okay, because I really want this to look good. Alright, so I just redesigned the hood of the bathrobe, and I think I really like it. But when I put it on, let me see if I can get it on. I don't know if you can tell, but the ears kind of make it pop out in a really weird way. And I was trying to figure out how to get around that. So I decided to look at the picture, and the picture doesn't have the ears showing at all. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I might take the ears off, take the single crochet row that I had on off, and then just sew them on to where they're a little bit flatter on the head and see if that fixes it. If not, I might just add some rows to this to make it fit a little bit better. We're going to have to see. But I think I'll start with taking the ears off and starting again, because they did look kind of big for the plushie. So I'll just do that. Alright, so I just came up with this idea of doing it with just chains and double crochets. And honestly, I kind of like that. And then when I put the hood on, it'll be easier to just like flatten against the head because it's not as stiff. So I think I'm going to go with that. And I can always add into the pattern that you can make the ears the other way. It just won't look good with a hood. So I think I'm going to do that. It'll look a lot better once I sew it on. And I still need to embroider the muzzle. I don't know why I keep procrastinating. Probably because the yarn is all the way over there and I don't want to go over there right now. But I'm going to make the other ear, write down the pattern because I always forget, and then continue on with the bathrobe. Y'all, I love how the ears turned out. I've decided that this is going to be the only ear option in the pattern because honestly, I think it looks a lot like the picture more. Let me see if it can focus. There we go. Honestly, I think that's perfect. So I'm going to leave that, and it's so much easier too, so that'll be perfect. And let me put the hood on. It still looks a little bit off because of course I don't have the rest of the bathrobe on, and once I add the actual body to the bathrobe I'll be crocheting around, so I think it'll look good. But I think the ears are so much better this way because they can easily fold down, and I love it. I didn't think I could love it even more, but I love it even more now. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to try to add the coat part on. I'm going to see, maybe I can chain from this part and work down just to eliminate some sewing, because I know people don't like sewing as much as I do. I like sewing because I feel like it adds detail to the pattern, but I do want to keep it as low sew as possible because there are quite a few pieces you have to sew on already. So I'm just going to work on this next part, see how far I can get done. It's already 10:22. I'm probably going to wrap it up in just a few minutes. So I'll see how much I can get done, and I'll meet y'all back for a final check-in for tonight. Alright guys, after a lot of trial and error and it taking way longer than I thought it would be, it is currently Tuesday, March 17th. I finally got the bathrobe right on the bear. The bear itself was pretty simple to make, but the bathrobe, yikes. I'm really proud of it though, so let me show you. Here it is! Oh my goodness! And it is almost no sew. All you have to do is sew the ears on, which is super cool. So I have the tie on the back. It is crocheted in, so you surface, slip stitch, and then chain. And I love how it turned out. And I think this is perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a whole other bear and a whole other bathrobe and take product photos, write down the whole pattern and everything, and try and get that pattern into testing. What I would like to do is get this video out this Thursday, so on the 19th, have the pattern test out either today, post the tester call today, and send it to the testers Thursday and have them finished by next Thursday. So hopefully when you see this video, the pattern will be out in a week. So I am very excited. This bear is so snuggly. I love it so much. I might have to make myself one with fluffy yarn, but that will be in a future video. So I'm going to hopefully show the other bear in this video. Go ahead and grab that yarn and start on it. See how far I can get into it. I really need to work hard on it. I think I'm going to start with the robe, maybe. I'll probably start with the bear just to be sure on sizing. But I'm excited. I really hope that the second one turns out as good as the first one. Oh, love it. So I will see y'all probably when I have the next one done. Look what I've got. They are so cute. I'm so happy that I was able to get it done. So this is the second one, and as you can tell, the only real difference is the color of the bear itself. This one is Caramel Premier Basic Chenille Brights, and this one is Toffee in a Amazon branded yarn. I will try to have that one linked below. So I think they turned out awesome, and I've got all of the notes I need for the pattern. So today, tomorrow, I will be writing up the pattern. I'm going to try to get the tester call out either today or early tomorrow morning. And then hopefully by next Thursday, which will be the 26th of March, I will have this pattern released on my Etsy. And don't forget, y'all, you can use the code YouTube30 for 30% off any of my patterns on my Etsy. I have quite a few at this point, which I'm really happy for. This will be my second pattern of the year that is a paid pattern. I do have a free pattern, that are a couple free patterns actually, on my Instagram, but I am just really happy with how these turned out. I can't wait to see if they sell. I do want to make one for myself that's special, so maybe I'll use some fluffy yarn for the bear itself and keep one, but I really love how they turned out. I'm glad I was able to finish them because honestly, the bear part was easy to design, and then when I got to the bathrobe, I got really discouraged because it was not going well and I couldn't figure it out. But once I got past that, I was able to get everything done. So I'm very thankful for that, and I have these two cuties to look at me whenever I want to. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I designed this pattern. And don't forget to check in the description or in the comments and see if I have listed the pattern yet. I can't wait to release this pattern. So I will see you in the next video, which will be a market prepping video. I will see y'all then. Bye!